is we're going to mount that under there. We're going to disconnect the plug, which is that one there. That's now disconnected, so we connect that to that. That's now connected there, and this one goes back onto the throttle, like so, and then little connector box plugs in, and that goes to a little display module. Right, so throttle body controller has been installed. I have had a little run with it and I'm pretty impressed. It makes a lot of difference. Just a bit of a disclaimer, this car, unbeknown to me when I bought it, had already been remapped. However, it was terrible, it drove terrible. I actually took it to be remapped because it was that bad, and the guy said it's already been done. So I changed the air filter, I put a straight through pipe on it. It was actually after doing the air filter I did the straight through pipe, got rid of the rear box. It still wasn't that great, it was a little bit better. The air filter seemed to make like a big difference, so you know, it's definitely worth thinking about changing your air filter. Just went with a Ram air filter. There's another video on my channel for that, how I fitted it. And as I say, throttle body controller is installed. How does it work? What does it do? Well, basically, these commercial vehicles, they're not sports cars, and the emissions on them, because they're diesel, is probably pretty bad. So when you put your foot down, you kind of don't get that immediate response like you used to do, because this is electronic now. You used to have a throttle with a butterfly thing. They went, put your foot down, that opened full up and you was away. With the electronic throttle bodies on these cars now, they kind of ramp up, so they go quite slowly. So you put your foot down and then and kind of you get where you're going. That's great, but you know, with something this heavy, you get on roundabouts, you go to pull out of a turning and things, the car's miles away, but like you're just pulling out and you're crawling along, and it's just not a nice driving experience. You know, it'll get there in the end, but it just takes too long, and it's not a nice drive. The car's done 130k, so again, it's, you know, done a few miles, not hundreds of thousands. I hope it's got a few left in it, but I just needed to sort of check this throttle body controller out, and my immediate response and my immediate thoughts are, I paid 38 quid for it off of eBay. It is well worth the money. It makes such a difference. I'll do a little drive along in a minute, and what I'll do, I haven't got charts, I haven't got gauges, I haven't got this, that and the other to come up the screen and go, you know, you're doing this, you're doing that. I'll just show you real time, and I'll actually change the throttle body controller display screen while I'm driving, and you can kind of see the immediate response. So where, as I say, you know, without it, you're getting that slow ramp up, you know, because of emissions, etc. With the throttle body controller, you're kind of shortening that distance. So instead of getting that big, you're kind of doing you're going a bit more vertical. So there's a big slow one, standard, but with the throttle body controller, you're shortening it. There's no more revs going on. It's not as if your car's set at higher revs, because you know you don't notice anything other than it's more responsive when you put your foot down. So I say you got that big long curve, but this one with the throttle body controller, it's kind of shortens that distance between, you know, slow and fast. It's more responsive, you're getting there quicker. Doesn't make your car any faster, but it does make it a lot better to drive. And as I say, for 38, 40 quid, can't argue with that. A lot of these, they're sold 120, blah blah blah. Are they any better? I don't know, I haven't got one, I haven't tried one. Does this work? yeah, it does what it does. Seems to work. I'm definitely happy with it, and I would sort of suggest it's definitely worth buying one. I'm not an affiliate. I don't own them. I won't put any links. Go and find one. As I say, I've got a cheapest one I could find, and it works. So I'll do a little drive along in a minute, and we'll see how that goes. See if we can sort of capture it on video. But as I say, very impressed. Especially, as I say, for the money and things, and they're really easy to fit. I've shown you in the video below how easy it is to fit. It is literally just plug and play. It's swapping out 2 plugs and that's it. So onto the drive. Right, so just before we start off, that's the little controller. It's currently set on economy 4. There's lots of settings. There's like a few different modes and things. I think there's a one that says not on, and then there's the economy mode. These are the lower end. So I'm going to start driving with those on. We're on a private road, so there shouldn't be a lot of traffic, but we'll see how we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the mode whilst we're driving, whilst keeping the revs the same. So my foot's going to stay in the same place. That's not on, so that's a bit better than economy. Now that's, maybe you can hear that, so my throttle, my foot is in the same position. Whoa. That's my foot on the throttle in the same position. So you're seeing where I'm getting higher revs because I'm changing that. So we're just going to turn around and do that again. 3.9. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what it says on the screen. That's the highest mode, so that's the most responsive mode. And then I'll drop it down to straight. But it is a lot more. There's a lot more poke there. That's nothing. Change it. That's my foot in the same position. Same position again. Same position again. So, and that's it. So just finish that drive. So as you can see, or hopefully see, you know, just by doing that, foot in the same position on the throttle, you know, when it's not on or in economy mode, you're like, meh. Just changing it up takes you up. So where I said you kind of got that curve, it's almost as if you're not starting here, you're starting sort of here and going up there, but you don't hear any change in the revs or the engine note or anything like that. It is just more responsive. And I say, it doesn't make your car any faster, but it does make it a lot more responsive. So I hope there's been some help. My view on it, is it worth it? 100%. I'd buy one again. If I had the same problem with another car, I'd get one again. So it might be worth checking out for 38 quid, 40 quid. Definitely well worth it as far as I'm concerned. Thanks for watching.